Hi everyone, welcome to X's and O's with LeRoy Butler, and we're going to do another lesson in quarters coverage, which we seem to have done numerous times. But the Packers can't quite seem to get it right.
They can't.
Isn't it one of the easier coverages?
It's the first one you put in. And it's a go-to coverage when you feel like you need something to stop deep passes, or if you need to stop, the bunch routes, stuff like that. It's just a real simple call because it's really easy for 1, 2, 3, 4 guys to stay at a quarter. So I'm going to dedicate, I've never done this before, but I'm going to dedicate this segment so it'll calm me down to somebody, to Janet, because it's her birthday. And I'm going to just, every time I look at her name, it'll just calm me down. But this really upsets me because as a safety, this can never happen. And we're just going to see what guys were thinking, how you get out of it. And your quarterback, you've played Matthew Stafford before, and he stares down his guys. And that's the reason why you see certain guys in purple if you got color TV. It's in purple. Those are the key guys we're going to talk about. And so if you could draw one thing for me, because a lot of people say, why don't they get a pass rush? And so you got a five-man look.
Yeah, you have a five-man look here.
Yeah.
It's probably going to make them keep their running back in. But at the snap, you got drop, and a three-man rush.
And that's why he had time.
He did have time. But you also have 8 guys in coverage. So you should have a layer of 4 and 4 at some kind of combination.
And one thing I want to show on the first one, Bill, you could put up the first picture. That's the first initial set. You got trips to the defensive right. Now, if I'm Clinton-Dix, immediately I'm thinking I got the tight end. If he runs up and towards the post, I will help my other safety out, okay? The only thing that will get me out of that would be if they come into what we call a bunch, in which he does. Just go ahead to the next picture. See that guy, he calls him in motion. Now just freeze it right there. Now that takes me off of the tight end going trips. I can go to a hard double up top, stay in my quarter. Nothing will get me out of that quarter. Now Kevin King, he can pretty much play, kind of what he's doing. That's his quarter. Now Josh Jones is up in a look like a bump and run coverage. I used to have a coach used to always say, Dick Geron, if you go up there, you jam him. Otherwise, don't do it. If you go up there, you try to jam him and reroute. Because remember, it's a 3-man rush. The quarterback has plenty of time, so you got to throw off the route.
So let's go
back to the board
here.
So he's already in the bunch right here.
So it comes over here.
There you go.
And Golden Tate kind of runs this way, and Galladay runs this way. So. As you described it, Josh Jackson has the flat. Right? These two guys double Galladay, although you would have liked him to be further this way, correct?
Yes, I want him to hang on this hash where Clinton-Dix is, a little bit closer, and be square. Don't turn your hips, because if Galladay would have, I'm trying to get out of the picture, if Galladay would have went here and came back, he would have been open for a touchdown. So you got to stay square and don't commit. Remember, don't get too deep in the end zone as well. It's a 2-on-1 over here. And if this guy, if Tate would have turned up, then 37 just goes with him, because he got flat to out and up, so you can keep the double on this guy. But now here's the thing: the tight end, when he comes inside, if you could draw that.
So the tight end comes here, and Blake Martinez does a good job of jamming him. Right? But he continues on, and then
he go to Burks
is here. And
the back did like a Texas route.
And Josh Jones is here, so he's got the flat on this side. So when the back, comes to try to help with Matthews, he wants what we call a Texas route, and both of these guys are in great position. So right now you're surviving the down. You're surviving the down. When I say surviving the down, that means a majority of your guys are in right position. It's 3rd and goal,
it's
too. 20 seconds left.
Great point.
Stop them anywhere before the goal line, right?
Matter of fact, if you stop them, you have a chance to win the game. But they're going to run something. This guy, Marvin Jones, seems like he scores every time he plays the Packers. He's going to run up and run like a 6 route right here. Now, Stafford never goes through his progression. He's staring down the whole way. I'm betting you his coaches have told him that Clinton-Dix may get off his spot and you got a place to go back there. If he's in the middle, I don't care. Throw it. And I'm looking at Janet's name, so I'm trying to calm down.
Okay.
So you got King here, and King kind of follows him as he's supposed to. And now, Josh Jack Jones is running there. The tight end comes all the way over. They got him.
Right. So let's look at that from
let's
up
look
top.
At that.
Give you a better idea. So you can see at the bottom what we were talking about with the 3-on-2 there. Then you got the tight end, Martinez, giving him that jam that we talked about.
Yep.
Redirecting him. Now, I thought, and you thought, that Josh Jones should have jammed Marvin Jones at the top. Why not? What do you got to lose?
Right, because you're in the flat anyway.
Your responsibility is the flat, right?
Right.
Or if that tight end comes across into your zone, possibly.
Absolutely.
Right? But so why not disrupt that route?
And sometimes you can get a screen down there with the back, and you would be in great position if you was coming outside in to turn it inside. So jam him, sink, and just wait for anything in the flat.
Right now, you mentioned this too. There's a box. You can see it.
Yeah, it's like a triangle. Right there, you'll see it.
Yeah, triangle.
20, 21, 42, and 27 are making a triangle box, and that's what the quarterback is reading. Okay. That's what he's reading.
They're all in pretty good position, right?
Yep.
Right now?
Yep. If you freeze it right there, that's what you want as a coach.
Okay, so let's show again what happens as this tight end comes across.
As this tight end goes across, again, Stafford he's staring into this box. And there's the box right here. He's staring into that box. He's going to throw this ball regardless. The coaches have already said it. Take his chance. This guy throw 5 picks in one game for. He don't care. But Clinton-Dix, in this quarters, you never leave nothing takes you out of your quarters. Unless this guy on this side, he runs a 7, this guy runs an 8, then y'all square it off. But he came from this side, and it was a bunch. So you think, I ain't got to worry about the tight end. He going to go to somebody else. Now, if he had came up here and this, okay, fine. But he came up, Tommy, drag across. You got 3 people he's going to. Stay there and get you a pick. But he drifted. And when he drifted, King kind of held up because he's going out of his quarters, as he should, because that guy's going out of his quarter, and you get your touchdown around the back.
Yeah.
And that's the frustrating part about this particular coverage.
Now, let's see if we got that. Yeah, there we go with the tight end.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
So the tight end is basically double teamed by Josh Jones and Oren Burks.
Right.
And there you see Clinton-Dix chasing it.
Yep.
He just can't do that, right?
No, he got to stay square. He's coming right to you. He's coming right to you, and this is the coverage you want. And had he just stayed there, he's going to throw it. He would have got a 100-yard interception. Yeah. He would have threw it right to him.
Is King in okay position on this?
King is fine, because that guy could run a 7 right like to the corner, and he has to stay outside.
So he has to be ready for that, or if the tight end runs into his...
If the tight end runs a 7 route, he'll be there too. But what's going to happen, Tom, on this particular play, you're going to see 4 guys on this tight end. And Marvin Jones is going to be wide open in the back of the end zone when he catches the touchdown.
Okay, we can go right to that.
See, look at that. Everybody, you see Clinton-Dix, 27, 42, which is 42 is fine. Because, again, it's 3rd and goal. He can rally up if they throw the ball to Riddick right here.
Right.
And so is Martinez.
He's got his eye on
well.
Riddick, too. You can see that he's... or at least on Stafford, so he's not overcommitting to the tight end.
Right. Now, what 27 is doing great is he's nice and square, and 42 is nice and square, but the guy that's not nice and square is Clinton-Dix. He's already committed. And when you're committed through a quarterback, they're going to throw it.
Okay. And
he made a good throw in the back of the end zone. And I'm telling you, they will see this route forever until they play it properly to say that.
We've seen it happen in Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell beat them on that slant.
Yes.
There's one other touchdown that I got to think about that they allowed as well. It must have been in the Bears game, possibly. Anyway, Yeah.
I mean, yeah, teams are taking advantage that these two guys do not have the chemistry
you need. So if you're a coach, hey, man, listen, I don't even know if I'll play cover 4 or quarters. Practice it, practice it, practice it. That's why most coaches down on the red zone top, they just blitz.
Yeah.
Just you man to man. It's called cat coverage. You got that cat, I got that cat, and then you just go after the quarterback.
I think
because you're going to drop 8. You can't get a guy wide open.
Yeah.
You just can't.
For years and years, everybody played cover 4 at the goal line.
Yes, it was called box poach.
Yeah.
Remember that? Everybody played it. It was a tough coverage. It forced you to throw it to the back to Texas to get out of the down. Your linebackers get nice and deep, a yard from the goal line. Your safeties are like in the end zone 2 yards. And these guys are tight. Everybody got tight coverage. And if you wanted to force it, it was a pick. But, okay, you dump it, check down, kick a field goal, and you were losing games. But now it's tending to be a lot more looser as if the guys are taking more chances.
I think maybe with more mobile tight ends and bigger receivers that now they seem to go to, a single or cover 3 down there and then blitz. Yeah, everybody seems to blitz. So, but boy, you got to be able to play that cover.
Absolutely, you have to. And again, happy birthday to Janet. That's the only good thing about this segment. Say happy birthday.
All right. Well, we still got one more play to go.
Yeah, stay tuned for that.
Okay, so now we've flipped sides of the ball, and the Packers have the ball.
Yeah.
And again, this all happened in the last minute of the second half.
Yes.
17-0 at this point. You can almost live with that, but give up another touchdown, and you're
try to get down for a field goal. Well, hopefully, make it.
Yeah. So basically, this is 2nd and 1. Mm-hmm. You're at your own 36. You probably only need 20, 30 yards for another. No, you need at least 30 yards for a field goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So don't throw an interception. Don't lose the ball.
Right.
At this juncture. Okay. So. What do you?
I love the formation. You got Jimmy Graham out as a receiver.
Right.
And you got your best receiver, Devontae Adams, they got their best corner inside.
Okay.
So at some point there's maybe some type of a double. And you got your babies out here. You got your young speed out here. They can go at any time.
We're missing a safety.
So I absolutely love the formation. People say McCarthy's not innovative. This is very innovative. The same thing that the Rams do, Philly does it, all these, Kansas City, same thing. So here it is. I love this formation, everything about it. I just don't like the result. And the result sometimes is a little disturbing, especially when you said you were down 17-0.
Yeah.
So you got a traditional 4-man rush. Mm-hmm. We're just playing coverage. We ain't bringing no heat. Nope, we're not doing it.
We're
not going to expose it.
They're not even threatening it.
They're not even disguising it. No. Line up in it, and we're just going to play. And basically what you want to do is you basically got a 4-man rush, but when you see these pictures, I think you'll get a better understanding of what Detroit was trying to do. Mm-hmm. And that's what's so disturbing about it. But again, you got Devontae on the inside, and he's basically going to take a lot of attraction. A lot of players are always going to do that. And you got your babies out here running. They're not even in the route.
Well, no, don't forget him.
Well,
he comes back into the route.
Oh, remember? Eventually, yes, he does. You're right.
Yeah.
He goes up here, and then eventually he works his way across. That's a good point.
These two guys are basically clearing out.
Yeah, great point. And that's why I got you on the show.
Right, well.
Now, Jimmy Graham goes up, and does a great job of getting in this guy's way, because he got to go all the way out here to try to get Montgomery in the flat. But you got to see the first picture. Go to the first. Okay, there's the first one. That's the snap. Now everybody, everything is fine. Go to the second picture. Now there it is. You see up top, you see the corner up top and the linebacker. It looks like almost like they're doubling Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, it does look like that.
And if you look at the bottom, it looks like they're doubling Devontae Adams and Scantling.
Right. There's a safety back there. Yep. I assume he'll take the deepest guy.
Right.
Right.
And as you pointed out, St. Brown is coming in like what we call a dig route.
Yeah.
And he is wide open. Just wide open. Right there you got two guys. You got Montgomery up top, and you have St. Brown at the bottom.
Okay.
But Aaron doesn't want them. He doesn't want them. He's going to Jimmy Graham. He's locked on Jimmy Graham. Always going to try to get it as much yardage as possible
and just hopefully Adams breaks open or Scantling breaks open.
Okay. So let's look at also what's going on at the 31-yard line.
Now, here's where it gets a little iffy. Okay, everything's starting to break down. Montgomery is still open.
Wide open.
And St. Brown is still open. His guy is 6 yards off of him. And at this point, I'm not sure what Aaron wanted or what he liked on this particular play.
I think he's still looking for Graham, I suppose.
He's giving them 2-minute progressions. He should come off him, give it to Montgomery. Montgomery can run to like the 45-yard line without even getting touched. Yeah. May break a tackle for number 40 and get further.
Right.
Because, but again, you have no timeouts because of clock management or whatever. But he can, remember the reason why you would throw it to Montgomery, because he can get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Well, and if he breaks one tackle, he's gone.
Yes.
I mean, because
there's nobody on this side. Yeah, there was nobody over here. And as you point out, now St. Brown catches it. He did a play like this earlier. He hit him hit him on a dig, and he took it up, didn't score. But he could, with 59
yards.
Yeah, with 59 seconds left, he can just run too, because he was catching this, and nobody was there. He was catching it in the middle. He could have turned it up.
Right.
He got a big play.
Now, Rodgers didn't expect
let's get back to the protection.
Okay, so here's a double team on this guy, right? What happened?
The initial double team was correct. Okay, everything was fine. As these guys, Corey Linsley said to himself, oh, well, Lane Taylor has him. I'm going to double here. So, but Lane Taylor's thinking, no, I still got help on the inside. It's a double. This guy was up here. And 93 splits both of those guys. And as Aaron is standing back in the pocket and the pocket breaks down, he's still waiting, and the guy gets on it, sacks him, and not only that, and gets the ball.
Right.
So this sack, although it broke down, I would not put it on the 5 lineman.
Really?
I would put it on number 12.
Okay. Well, let's look. There's something you can look at here, and it's actually the photo before that.
I think you go back. There you go.
So here, that guy's breaking loose from Lane Taylor, and he can get it to Montgomery there.
Yeah, he still can. Both guys.
It's breaking down, and he actually, we don't have the photo, but he took another step and could have just flicked it to Montgomery. But, I think he's just got his mind on bigger plays. Maybe.
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, that's the only thing. I mean,
and then the next one shows the fumble.
Yeah.
There you go.
And they get the fumble. And the reason why that was important, because they scored.
Yeah, they come down and score a touchdown on the next, and it's 24-0. So that was a really bad sequence of play.
Yes, yes.
You can't win games doing that. So that's kind of what we were talking about, that, maybe Rodgers has to play a little bit within himself.
Yeah.
In another day or 2 years ago or before he was hurt, it's possible he could have run away from this guy and scrambled all the way down there.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can't run away from guys anymore. I think he has to, until his knee is okay, I think he has to consider not doing that as much.
Yeah, I mean, you want him to be a pocket passer. Aaron Rodgers, he's great inside and outside the pocket. It's just that sometimes he's too aggressive. Go through your progression. Because one time they split everybody out. He went and got a big first down. He just took off and ran it. Got the pocket and took off and ran it. But again, your point is correct. The old Aaron Rodgers, man, he can go out there. He's gone. But he got guys open.
Yeah.
You got guys open.
Yeah.
And that's what, you talking about, you talk about your receivers not running around. They don't have any talent around them. That's just, I don't want to say it. That's just not true. Get the ball to the guys who are open, and those guys can get what you want, and that would be a first down to continue this game going.
All right. Good. Well, that just about does it.
Yeah. I can't take it.
Are you okay?
Are you all right? I can't take it.
All right. All right.
It'll be better next week.
Calm down.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you after the San Francisco game.